Set.
Set.
Okay, we're set. Quiet, please. And action.
You have a lawn. You said you're gonna mow. Just do it! You said you're gonna buy a mower and you're gonna have the prettiest lawn in the neighborhood. Just do it! Just do it! Do it! Do it! Come on! Do it! Guys, welcome back to another episode of Street Mower. Thank you for tuning in. We finally got the mowers back here at Main Street in Winter Garden, Florida, and we're gonna do a tip to the top, to the bottom, to the side, to the left, all the way, the nitty-gritty, the ins and outs, the who's, the do's, the do's, the don'ts, about all the TORO 21 and 22 inch mowers. Come on, baby, check it out. We first have to unbox all these suckers so you know what's inside. Because inside one of these machines, it's gonna be the right one for you. We'll see. At the end of this video, I'll give you 4 that I recommend that are either budget friendly, heavy duty, or just for the best possible quality of cut. We're gonna talk all about them and see what's what. Stay tuned, check out the unboxing. Come on! Guys, we finally got them all put together. Let's go through them all. So we're gonna start with this first row here. I'm calling this the economy class. This kind of mower is for somebody who is budget conscious, doesn't really care about all the features, needs something extremely affordable and basic for their lawn. I am missing 2 in this lineup, but I just don't think they're extremely relevant. I can tell you a little bit about them, but really, these are the ones that you'll see most often, and I think that are most relevant to most of y'all. Over here's cheapest, over here's most expensive. Starting over here, starts at $269. This is the plain Jane push mower. This is the CrossFit, get your calves burning, push that mower. You know what I'm saying? Push mower. It has a 6.75 Briggs. It's a nice little mower. I actually like this little mower. We don't sell a ton of them just because most people don't want to push in Florida. It's hot. Even though it's not very hilly here, no one wants to be out in their yard hoofing it, sweating their stuff off, and just killing themselves. And so we don't really sell that many of these. Really, most people are asking, what's the cheapest push mower I can get with self-propel? And that's this lineup here. And I hate that question because what they really want is something affordable, but they also want something that lasts a long time. People say, what's the cheapest push mower I can get? And I'm like, you don't want the cheapest push mower you can get because you're gonna be sweating your tail off and I'm gonna be seeing you way too much here getting repairs. So that's what this lineup is. We're gonna talk a little bit about them and why this isn't necessarily maybe the right class for most of you, but even though you might think it is. So like I said, $269 to $359 is kind of your price range here. This is the plain Jane push mower. It works good. It is the cheapest push mower TORO offers. There are cheaper push mowers on the market, but I wouldn't go much cheaper than this. This is nice because it has variable height levers. You know, some of those really cheap Bolins and things like that you see at Walmart, you have to like literally unbolt the wheel and bolt the wheel into a new hole to change your height. That's just unacceptable. TORO made this so it's easily to adjust the height. It's pretty simple to use. You can take your bag on and off nice and easy. It's just a very simple machine. It does not have side discharge, but it's pretty just basic. So if you had an apartment, or maybe you were a landlord and you wanted to give a mower to your renters, tenants, it's not a bad option for a super cheap mower because you're never going to have the transmission break. You have less cables to break. You have less things to break. And that little Briggs engine is going to work pretty good. It comes with a 2-year overall warranty with a 3-year engine warranty. So it's not a bad machine. Moving down the line, I've had, as a service rider and service manager, zero luck with these Kohlers. If you own one of these, I'm sorry. I'm sure you've seen a mower shop 100 times. If you are at Home Depot or Lowe's and you see this mower, do not be fooled by the price. Cheaper is not better. These are not good. Sorry, Toro. I had to say it. Quit putting this on your mower. Just do it! Kohler on commercial mowers, fantastic. I love Kohler brand. I love Kohler for everything except this engine. Hate this engine. Stop making it. These normally start around $299, $319. At least that was the price a little while ago. But this is a price point mower. They put this engine on there to beat certain competitors and to be in a certain price range. But that Kohler engine, if you let it sit for like 2 weeks with regular gas in it, it won't start. I'm not kidding. Some of you are going to be like, oh, I've had mine 5 years. Oh, I've had mine 7 years. It works great. It works great. It works great. Yeah, some of you maybe got lucky. Maybe you keep good fresh gas in there. I see more of this mower than any other mower in my repair shop. And it's because the carburetor has too fine of a jet. It gets clogged way too easy. And you will be in a repair shop all the time and you will be pissed. And you will be pissed at Toro. You'll be pissed at your dealer. And let you just consider yourself officially warned. Chip from Main Street Mower does not recommend this mower. Do not buy it, please. And if you buy it and come to me and tell me to repair it and tell me this guaranteed to start crap, I'll be mad at you. Okay? That's my nice way of saying it. Please don't buy this one. It's cheap. That's great. But just know that you're going to be mad. You're not going to like it. Here are 2 other cheaper options that are much better than the Kohler option. They might cost you $40 more, $50 more, but they are better than that. So here I have a Honda option and a Briggs & Stratton option. These 2 here, the differences between them, Honda, Briggs, this has 160 cc's, this one has 163 cc's, this is 7.25 horsepower, this is roughly the same. This one has a Smart Stow feature, which allows you to stand it up so you can tuck it in the corner. You can't do that with the Honda. You can see that real quick. I take the bag off, I flip these 2 blue levers, I fold my handle down, flip the levers back, lock the thing in place, I can stand it up. So it's nice if you don't have a lot of room in your garage, you don't own a shed, you can tuck this up in the corner, it's going to get out of your way. I think that's a nice feature. You pay a little bit more for that feature because the engine has to be built differently to do that, and the handles have to be a little different to do that. So I think that's nice, especially if you have to load it. Often, you got to take it to your mother-in-law to mow their grass, or you want to get a little side hustle going on, you got to move this mower a lot. These levers are nice and make it easy to move your handle, opposed to these other options where you have to undo this little knob, and the knob's kind of like stiff and a pain in the butt. You can't like really whip it, you know? And you have to take that bolt completely off to fold the handle down. And you can lose the bolt, right? So that's just one other thing. So out of these 2 engine options, most people think the Honda is the superior engine, but I've actually had more luck out of the Briggs & Stratton. I don't think I recommend the Honda on any of Toro's lineup more than the Briggs, or especially the Toro engine option. For some reason, the GCV Honda just doesn't hold up like the Toro engine or the Briggs & Stratton. And Hondas generally are amazing. The generator's amazing. They're a little 160cc commercial engine with a white tank. Those are great little motors. I don't like these push mower engines they make. The GCVs are not as good. Neither on the pressure washer. I don't like them as much as the Briggs either. I don't know why. They just don't hold up. And Honda is hard to deal with if you ever have to do anything warranty-wise. So I don't necessarily recommend this one. But the Briggs, I was really leery of this engine at first, but it's turned out to be an okay engine. It has a little bit different sound. The muffler sounds a little more hollow. They say you don't ever have to change the oil on it. I do not recommend that. I think that is an EPA thing. I think that is like a political thing. I don't think that's a truthful thing. I think you should change your oil at least once a year. If you own any push mower on the planet, change your oil. This is front wheel drive. It's not a terrible machine if you're gonna be mowing for a few years, 3 years, 4 years. I mean, it might last you a lot longer than that. I'm not saying it's gonna wear out, in 3 years, but it's not the long-term, hey, I've had this mower for 10, 15 years. It's not gonna last you that long. It just really won't. It's not made to hold up that long. They call all these push mowers variable speed. They have a lever, you pull this down, this is your brake lever, and then you squeeze this trigger here, this handle, this lever, and this engages your front wheel. We call this variable speed. It's not really variable other than it's on or off. You squeeze the lever, the wheel spin, you let go of the lever, the wheel stop. When you're mowing, you're kind of squeezing the lever to go forward, and when you want to go in reverse, you let go of the lever and you pull the mower backwards. That's the variable speed. TORO has much better self-propel machines in the middle class, which we're going to talk about with the personal pace self-propel system. But for the price, what you get is the variable speed lever. Anytime you see that lever, you're in a cheaper machine that's going to have cheaper components. The front wheel drive on all these machines have a plastic wheel, and that is a part of your drive system, and there's plastic cog gears inside of that wheel, and that is what your transmission is literally engaging in and causing that front wheel to turn. Easily wears out, it doesn't last very long. Also, front wheel drive isn't good for pushing. I don't know if you guys realize this, when you push a mower and you make a turn, you're lifting the front wheels, that's your drive wheel. So pretty much anytime you turn around, back up, whatever, it's all on you, no self-propel. And you're gonna be doing a lot more pushing with these mowers than you will with a rear wheel drive. You're doing far more pushing. And the repairs cost the same, so I'd rather go with the nicer one. These front wheel drive push mowers are not the last push mower you'll ever buy. These mowers are gonna last you 3 to 5 years, and that transmission is gonna go out, and it's gonna be $150, $175 repair, and you're gonna retire it. You're gonna have to buy another one. And that's across any brand. I'm not knocking TORO on this. That's every front wheel drive push mower brand anywhere. They're just not the quality push mower. They're not gonna hold up, guys. They're made to just be that intermediary, that mower you have to get you to the next phase of life. It's not your long-term solution mowing-wise, right? I'll always ask customers who are interested in buying a push mower, I say, how long do you plan on mowing your own grass? 3 years, then you're gonna hire somebody, or you're gonna plan on mowing it for the next 10 years? And that's gonna be a big deciding factor on how much quality or what type of mower you decide to buy. These are a 3 to 5 year mower. They're not gonna last that long. And it's gonna cost you a lot to own them, especially if you own a Kohler small engine. Going across this lineup, we have a couple different variations. We got the Kohler engine with front wheel drive, with the small rear wheels. We have a Kohler with front wheel drive, with big rear wheels. We have the Honda with big rear wheels and front wheel drive, and the Briggs & Stratton front wheel drive with smart stow. This is the affordable lineup. If I had to recommend 2 out of this lineup, I'd recommend the first one, and I'd recommend the last one. I'd recommend the Briggs & Stratton on the far end with no self-propel, and maybe this one here with the 7.25 engine with the smart stow, and it's front wheel drive, but it's an affordable option. But really, if you plan on mowing your grass for any length of time, or you plan on doing it yourself, I'd recommend rear wheel drive, and I wouldn't even bother with this lineup. Moving on to the next class.